You're going to find out what you should never eat in low-carb diet. Before we get started, if you'd like to know how I personally lost over 20 pounds over the last few months, click the link in the description below. Now, what are the best low-carb diets? The Atkins diet is the best-known low-carb eating plan. It involves reducing all high-carb foods while eating as much protein and fat as desired. What can I eat on a low-carb diet? Low-carb foods include lean meats, such as sirloin, chicken breast, or pork; fish, eggs, leafy green vegetables, cauliflower and broccoli; nuts and seeds, including nut butter; oils, such as coconut oil, olive oil, and rapeseed oil; some fruit, such as apples, blueberries, and strawberries. What is the least amount of carbs to lose weight? Some people reduce their daily carb intake with the aim of losing weight, cutting down to around 50 to 150 grams per day. Research has shown that low-carb diets can be part of an effective weight loss strategy. How do I start a low-carb diet? Easy steps for how to start a keto diet or low-carb diet: limit protein intake. A keto diet or low-carb diet is not a high-protein diet. Use fat as a lever. We've been taught to fear fat, but don't. Drink lots of water. Keep up electrolytes. Eat only when you are hungry. Focus on whole foods. Exercise. What is the number one worst carb? The worst carbs to eat if you have diabetes include processed grains, such as white rice or white flour; cereals with few whole grains and lots of sugar; white bread; French fries; fried white flour tortillas. What carbs should I avoid to lose belly fat? Cut the carbs. When you cut out refined carbs like white bread, rice, bagels, pasta, cookies, candy and chips, and focus on nutrient and fiber-rich carbs such as vegetables, and low-glycemic fruits, you start to lose belly fat, because, once again, your body is burning fat for fuel. What can I eat instead of bread? Here are 10 easy and delicious ways to replace conventional wheat bread: oopsie bread, Ezekiel bread, corn tortillas, rye bread, lettuce and leafy greens, sweet potatoes and vegetables, butternut squash or sweet potato flatbread, cauliflower bread or pizza crust. Is oatmeal low carb? The answer is yes. Oatmeal is a good choice for filling your carb quota since it's a whole grain that provides fiber, iron, magnesium, zinc, selenium and B vitamins. Nearly all of the carbs come from complex starches, which are slowly digested to provide long-term energy. Are bananas low carb? On a very low-carb diet, it's probably a good idea to avoid some fruits, especially sweet and dried fruits, which have high carb counts: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Banana 1 medium, 27 grams of carbs, 3 of which are fiber. What can I have for breakfast on a low-carb diet? 18 delicious low-carb breakfast recipes: eggs and vegetables fried in coconut oil; skillet baked eggs with spinach, yogurt, and chili oil; cowboy breakfast skillet; bacon and eggs in a different way; savory, flourless egg and cottage cheese breakfast muffins; cream cheese pancakes; spinach, mushroom, and feta crustless quiche; paleo sausage egg McMuffin. What can you snack on a low-carb diet? Low-carb snacks: 1/14. More options than you think. 2/14. Apples and cheese. 3/14. Avocado on a crisp. 4/14. Yogurt and cucumbers. 5/14. Turkey roll-ups. 6/14. Cottage cheese with berries. 7/14. Celery and peanut butter. 8/14. Better beef jerky. Is bacon low in carbs? Though bacon is a processed meat and not exactly healthy, it is low in carbs. You can eat it on a low-carb diet and still lose weight. If you keep your bacon intake in moderation and don't eat it more than once or twice per week, there's nothing wrong with adding it to your diet. Is peanut butter high in carbs? All natural peanut butter is indeed a low-carb food. It is high in healthy fats, has moderate amount of protein and has a relatively high amount of fiber. A 2 tablespoon serving sees it providing a mere 3.5 grams of net carbs. Not only is peanut butter low carb, it is also suitable for a ketogenic diet. Are grapes low carb? The worst offenders are bananas, at 20 net carbs per 100 grams, and grapes, with 16 net carbs per 100 grams. But most fruits, including oranges and apples, are fairly high in sugar and carbs. How much weight can you lose on a low-carb diet in 2 weeks? The most common result is losing between 3 and 6 pounds, around 2 kilos during the 2 weeks. Pretty good results when you can eat as much as you want, no hunger required. Even though some of it, of course, is likely water weight. One person in 10 lost more than 9 pounds, over 4 kilos, in the 2 weeks. Are carrots low carb? Are carrots okay on low carb? Carrots contain about 7 grams of net carbs per 100 grams. On a keto low-carb diet below 20 grams per day, you may want to avoid carrots completely. But they can be okay on a moderate or liberal low-carb diet if you're aiming to stay below 50 or 100 grams of carbs per day. Can you eat sweet potatoes on a low-carb diet? Carbohydrate content: white potatoes are a starchy carbohydrate, so they are generally avoided on a low-carb lifestyle, and the same goes for sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes also contain more carbohydrates than white potatoes, 21.3 grams per 100 grams in comparison to 19.6 grams of carbs per 100 grams. Is rice high in carbs? Rice is a classic side dish and comfort food and has a place in a healthy diet, but it's definitely high in carbs. A single cup of cooked rice has 37 grams of carbohydrates, according to the USDA. Here are some low-carb alternatives to rice that are healthy, delicious, and won't leave your stomach growling. What are the 5 foods to never eat? Here are my top 5. Hot dogs. Processed meats in general are just one of the worst things you can put into your body. Pretzels. Pretzels were the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing type of food. Diet soda. Processed pastries. Fluorescent orange snacks. Are pineapples low carb? Pineapple, 16.3 grams of sugar, 22 grams of carb, and 2.3 grams of fiber per cup. As a tropical fruit, pineapple is higher in sugar than other options, but it's also a rich source of thiamine and has anti-inflammatory properties. What are the 5 foods that burn belly fat? 8 delicious foods that help fight belly fat fighting foods. Avocados. Bananas. Yogurt. Berries. Chocolate skim milk. Green tea. Citrus. Supermarket shocker: vitamin C in colorful produce, like oranges and red peppers, can help you zap up to 30% more fat during exercise, research from Arizona State University at Mesa suggests. Is there bread without carbs? Cloud bread, or oopsie bread, is very popular with low-carb and keto dieters. Cloud bread is a protein-rich alternative to regular bread and makes an excellent sandwich base or English muffin replacement. How many carbs should you eat in a day? The Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends that carbohydrates make up 45 to 65% of your total daily calories. So, if you get 2,000 calories a day, between 900 and 1,300 calories should be from carbohydrates. That translates to between 225 and 325 grams of carbohydrates a day. Is broccoli a low-carb food? 1 cup, 91 grams, of raw broccoli contains 6 grams of carbs, 2 of which are fiber. 8. It also provides more than 100% of the RDI for vitamins C and K. Broccoli contains 4 grams of digestible carbs per serving. It's high in vitamins C and K and may reduce insulin resistance and help prevent cancer. Do tomatoes have carbs? Your standard tomatoes have 4 grams of carbs and 2 grams of sugar per half cup serving, according to the United States Department of Agriculture (USDA). Are potatoes high in carbs? Potatoes are considered a starchy vegetable and a healthy carb. They're high in fiber when including the skin, low in calories, and include vitamins and minerals. Most potato varieties have a higher glycemic index (GI). How many carbs should I eat in a low-carb diet? Typical foods for a low-carb diet: a daily limit of 0.7 to 2 ounces, 20 to 60 grams, of carbohydrates is typical with a low-carb diet. These amounts of carbohydrates provide 80 to 240 calories. Are eggs low-carb? As one of the most nutritious foods you can find, eggs make an essential component of any low-carb diet. They're packed with nutrients that boost brain and eye health and contain almost zero carbs. What can I have for lunch on a low-carb diet? 20 simple low-carb lunch ideas. Spaghetti squash bolognese. Spaghetti squash is an excellent low-carb alternative to pasta. Spring rolls with lime peanut sauce. Spicy lettuce wrapped tacos. Zucchini and beet, noodle, salad. Stuffed portobello pizzas. Avocado sushi rolls. Sweet and sour stir-fry. Rainbow salad bowl. What can I eat for breakfast on a low-carb diet besides eggs? 12 keto breakfast ideas with no eggs. Maple cream cheese keto pumpkin muffins. Blueberry chia seed pudding. Keto avalicious bacon sangha. Keto lemon poppy seed waffles. The cereal school. Keto cauliflower hash browns. Vanilla nut bliss balls and breakfast cookies. Low-carb smoothie bowl with cauliflower and greens. Is popcorn okay on a low-carb diet? Moderately low-carb diets usually consist of 100 to 150 grams of carbs per day. You can still enjoy a serving of popcorn while on a low-carb diet. The fiber content will help keep you full and the volume might prevent you from giving in to cravings for cake and cookies. Can I eat brown rice on a low-carb diet? You may have already sworn off white rice, but add brown rice to that list, too. It's a whole grain, which disqualifies it from a keto eating plan. Add a 1/2 cup serving to a roasted veggie bowl and you're looking at 24 grams of net carbs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more and click the link in the description below to learn about an amazing weight loss program.